Hello YouTube, and welcome to your 7th Microsoft Visual Basic 2010 Express tutorial. And in this tutorial we're gonna be getting away from loops. I will use a loop in this tutorial, but the tutorial isn't to teach you the loop. We're gonna start working with data structures. So in this tutorial I'll be going over arrays. So you can see I already opened up a new project. Just add a list box right there, a button right there. The name of the list box is list friends, and the button is button name array, and then just set the text to array element. Go ahead and double click on that, and now we're going to start writing our code. So you can see up here I have this method that will clear this list. You guys should be able to make that yourself. If not, just look at this code, because we've made it in previous tutorials. So now I'm gonna show you how to create an array. So what an array is it's basically just like any other data type. So let's say you declare an integer. So dim. Okay, well, let's not use integer. Let's use string. So string friends as string. So that just basically creates one variable called string friends, and you can store a string in it. Now, if you want to be able to store different strings inside of the name string friends, then you just go ahead and inside parentheses right after string friends, um, tell how many you want in there. So if you use 9, there's going to be 10 different items in the array, because arrays always start from the number 0. So if you want like 50 things in your array, you're going to have to put 49, and it's always going to be one less because it starts from 0 instead of 1. So that's how you declare an array. So there's an array called string friends, and there's 9 different strings in it. Now we're going to set a value for some of the items in the array. So let's just do string friends 0 is equal to Wendy. String friends 1 is equal to John. String friends 2 is equal to Sarah. String friends 3 is equal to Kyle. And you can go on and do this for everything in your array, unless you don't want to have a value set, like you're going to have the user input with the value. That's perfectly fine. You don't have to set a value for everything. And so now we're going to create a for loop, which will display which will display all the names on the screen. So we'll just go ahead and declare a variable. So dim I as integer. Come down here. We'll start our for loop. It's not going to be a for each loop. It's just going to be for. So for I. Here, hold on. We don't have to declare this up here. So for I as integer is equal 0, 2, 3. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to do list data dot items dot add string friends I. So basically what this does is it creates an integer that's I, and it starts it at 0, and each time it goes through the loop it adds 1 to it. So for I as integer, oh wait, hold on, it's not list data, that's from the earlier tutorials, list friends dot items dot add. So when it goes through the loop the first time, I is going to be equal to 0. So string friends 0, which is up here, is equal to Wendy. And then when it goes back up to the top, I is going to be equal to 1. So string friends 1 is equal to John. So you can use variables inside your array when you display it somewhere, so it's easier to know. So you don't have to type in everything manually. The variable will change, and it just says the same thing. So this might be a little confusing, but if you look over the code for a couple minutes, and it's easy to figure out once you get it. Once you get it down, it seems really simple. So we'll do list friends dot items dot add. Oh wait, not that. What was I gonna do? Oh well. Okay, so now let's go ahead and run the program. I'll come back and explain it one more time, and then that'll be the end. So you can see here's our form, and when we click array element, it displays Wendy, John, Sarah, and Kyle. So basically what we did is, hold on, forgot something up here. First we gotta start off by clearing the list. Okay, so we declared an array called string friends. It's an array of 10 items and it is a string. It's 9 because it starts at 0. And we set the value of string friends 0, it equals Wendy. String friends 1 equals John. And you can do this all the way through for the rest of them. And then we started our for loop. So for I as integer, so we declared I as an integer, and we set it equal to 0. And the first time it goes through the loop, it set equal to 0. So list friends dot items dot add string friends 0. So that's basically the same thing as doing that. Not really, but the first time it goes through the loop, it'll be like that. That's what it'll add. The second time it goes through the loop, it'll be that. The third time it'll be that, and the fourth time it'll be that. So I is just the placeholder for those numbers, and so then it goes next, goes back up to the loop until the loop is done, until I is equal to 3, and then it goes through, and in sub in class. So if you have any questions, feel free to comment. I know this might be a little confusing, this for loop right here. So don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.